I say we jump on to
our last
Captain
topic.
America 4 footage that we heard about.
Yes.
A lot of details revealed about this.
Yes.
Basically, I guess I'll kind of go through it chronologically. So it sounds like the start of the movie is Captain America, the new Sam Wilson Captain America. He is saving the now president, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
Played by Harrison Ford.
Yeah, now Harrison Ford. He's saving him from a White House assassination attempt.
Because somebody was like, I hear you're going to shave your mustache. He's like, I already did it. God damn it.
That sounds great, which is like...
I understand why they shave the mustache.
Well, yeah, because now you can kind of like give a little like nod to why the actor looks different, you know?
I know, but I wanted the mustache.
I wanted it too, but I think it works. And I think it's nice that we get a little like, oh yeah, he does look quite different from the 5 movies we've seen him in already, you know?
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, we do get that confirmation where there's a scene where like Sam's like, I don't know how I like the new look. And he's like, yeah, well, I had to do it for the election, or they said I'd lose it. Right.
So a little bit like when John Cheadle's like, is like, you look different. Get used to it. It's me now.
Was that? Yeah.
He's like, get over it. It's me.
It's me. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so we get those 2 scenes, and then I think after like he saves the president, there's a scene at the White House, I'm assuming, where he wants Thaddeus Ross wants Sam Wilson to restart the Avengers. Whereas it sounds like for some reason Sam Wilson disagrees on that. I don't know why. I'm curious to know why. But there's also in that scene, maybe it's another scene where like, you know, Thaddeus is like, you're not Steve Rogers, just do your job. And, you know, he's like, yeah, damn right I'm not Steve Rogers. You know, but so yeah, it definitely seems like pretty immediately there's some butting heads in this movie with the president and Captain America. But yeah, I think those are the main kind of plot points that we got to hear about from CinemaCon, which all sound pretty in line with Captain America stuff. And like, I think that's a cool direction, honestly. You know? Yeah,
I'm just reading like some of the stuff from the Entertainment Weekly article going through the stuff that was shown. And I don't think it's necessarily you're not Steve Rogers, do your job. It's like, it says like the same background of Mackie being Sam Wilson being a military background is the same background why Thaddeus Ross holds Sam in a higher esteem than Steve.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And so I think there's a bit more of like, you're not Steve Rogers.
Like you don't get to mess this up, you know? Like I don't know, like because like
but it's more
when you
like,
think about Steve, like he's perfect, you know? Like
well, I think he's like, I think he's holding Sam to like a higher, like,
that's interesting if that's the case.
Yeah. And also that like Brave New World is kind of this is a reset, I think is what like Mackie was saying. It said this movie is a clear reset. It really reestablishes the idea of what this universe is and what this universe is going to be. I think he's maybe saying like a reset for the grounded portion of the MCU. Right. It says, I think with these movies are getting a clear new branding of what Marvel is headed towards, the same way they did with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, which this does feel like there is this, you know, like I think saying that Captain America, the Winter Soldier, like was pointing towards a direction with Marvel that like, I think yes, but like I would not totally, I would not say under most circumstances that Winter Soldier was indicative of how they were going to take, but it was, I think that the movie that people like perked their ears up and were like, oh, like this can be more.
The MCU is getting like really good now. Right?
Yeah, and we are having more complex narratives and like we're understanding the world more, and so I think I that's what I'm taking it as, and we literally have a whole new world post the blip and all these new things going on
that we really haven't got to see much of.
So and we didn't even mention that Isaiah Bradley, who was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, he's going to be in it, and apparently during like a White House.
I think this is the assassination attempt, maybe.
It might be. Yeah, it's let's see if I can find the paragraph.
I remember. Oh, you got it. Okay.
It says a strange sound, an old-timey song, interrupts Ross's presentation at a White House event, triggering sleeper soldiers in the room to attack the president, including Isaiah Bradley.
Right.
Which
is so sad.
Which Ian says is sad. I think it's cool. I don't think that Isaiah Bradley is even aware that he's a sleeper.
I don't think so either. Yeah. Which is what's sad to me, is that like he's still being used by somebody. You know? And it's like he can't just have his freedom and like live.
Right. And the thing is that apparently in the footage, like Isaiah Bradley just like, you're nothing, Sam, just like pushes him aside.
I mean, it's cool that he gets some action. I'll say that.
You know?
Like, I love Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
So maybe, and hopefully this is like an excuse to get Eli Bradley back in the universe. You know? Like I really want him to be somewhat of a sidekick for Sam. Even though we're getting that with like Juan Torres, I think, right? Right. Which we got confirmation that he's a big part of this movie, and he'll be Falcon, which is like clearly what they set up in Falcon the Winter Soldier.
Right.
So happy about all that. So all of these stuff that I'm hearing about seems to be like the right direction for Captain America 4. I'm glad that's the case, because we've been hearing so much bad stuff about this movie.
I think the rewrite, the fact that Kevin
3 months of reshoots,
rewrites, Kevin being able to have like more control over the output since Bob Iger came back. I think all of these things are. I think it sounds very exciting.
It's a good direction. You're right.
I think it's going to be a good direction. I think he said like, this is grounded. We're not getting crazy with it, you know? So,
okay. All right. We'll see.
I don't think that this is, and like we've said before, like all of this sounds great, but you know, I do think a Red Hulk is going to be in here, and I don't know. I don't know how Sam Wilson keeps being Captain America, not having the super soldier serum and having a Red Hulk and an Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley, I mean, like he shoves you out of the way, you know, like.
So I don't know. I don't know if it would ruin Sam's character if he got super soldier serum or not.
But it kind of does for me. Like, like that's the whole reason that like Steve, I mean, it's not the whole reason, but it's like, it's a big reason why Steve didn't pick, you know, Bucky, you know, over him. I feel like having somebody who was a true like American citizen and didn't have any, you know, abilities was so like important for the next iteration of Captain America.
Yeah,
so I'd be upset if he got something. Yeah.
I hope they find a way to keep him without the powers, who's able to pull these things off spectacularly, kind of like a Batman sort of way about it. So
I mean, and man, you like genuinely some of the best action I've seen in the MCU was at the end of Falcon the Winter Soldier. Like that whole sequence where Sam is like flying around and fighting everybody, and it's so well done. Like it's like 10 minutes like of just pure like Falcon / Captain America fighting. It's great. It's truly great.
Yeah. So I think
hopefully they can bring that back.
Yeah, I think it sounds really cool.
Yeah, I think everything that we've heard sounds good for sure. Yeah.